Let's do it.
It's recording now.
Okay, we're recording.
Alrighty. Fuck yes.
We did it.
Alright, hey guys.
Hey, everyone.
We got the mic situation fucking down. No, what if I just fucking do this and sit upright?
I'm
Dude.
gonna lean over like the hunchback. of
Dude, I'm
Notre
just
Dame.
gonna fucking. Oh my god, dude. Like, I'm so happy. Shout out to my roommate, Kevin, bro.
Yeah, thank you,
Kevin,
Kevin.
you're the shit. Hey, I'm gonna start by this. Start with this. We're gonna go on a different tangent, and I'm gonna start with a different tangent. Jordan and I spent 3 fucking hours trying to figure out how to directly connect our recorder to my phone. We went back and forth from Staples, Best Buy.
A random music store. Where
Random
the guy
music.
Knew nothing.
Dude, I was looking up YouTube videos and all that stuff. So these motherfuckers are working in this field. They're trying to sell us the equipment that we're trying to buy, and these guys don't know jack shit about it. My roommate, God bless him, I will say this, in my opinion, he's the number one, but he's definitely one of the best videographers in fucking San Diego. Figured this shit out in 5 minutes. If you come to me on a question with fucking bodybuilding, I'll give you a direct answer within fucking 30 seconds. I'm not going to be dilly-dallying like these fucking assholes at Best Buy. So if you want to take something from this, in order to become number one, you need to know every single fucking detail of what you're doing. When I was waiting tables, I knew every single thing about the food, the menu, where the things were sourced from, where the wine varietals were. Okay, it's not that important of a job, but at least I was putting some effort into it. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of that stuff. So might as well fucking start here. But yeah, dude, uh, pay attention to fucking details and whatever you're doing. Shout out to fucking Kevin for helping us set this bitch up. All right, Jordan, you want to start off?
Yes. Welcome to the You Are Beautiful podcast. I'm Jordan. This is Mo. And how is your week going so far?
Week's going well. It's a long, interesting question. Somebody asked me like if I was ready for the weekend and all that stuff, and my response was my entire life is a weekend. So I stopped looking at Mondays and different from Sundays and all that stuff. So like every single day of the week is exactly the same for me. I gotta make it awesome and productive. So far the week's been going great because it never started and it never ended.
Well, that's
But-
awesome. That's a
so-
great way to look at things.
Yeah. How's your week going?
My week is going very well. It was a little bit crazy this week at work. I felt like everyone that sat down in my chair, and if you didn't see the last podcast or know about me, I am a hairstylist in San Diego. And I just felt like every woman that sat down in my chair this week was down and like insecure and having a lot of issues with their body image, how they look, all of those kinds of things that we're here to talk about today and on this podcast. So it was a little bit draining, but at the end of my week, I went and I floated in one of those sensory deprivation chambers. And you guys, you have to try it. It was absolutely amazing. I've never done this before, but I've heard about it. It's been around for a little while. It was insane. The second I got in that water, my body was so buoyant. Like I knew I was going to float, but it's not like you're floating in a normal pool. It is completely different. And by the time I got out of there, just all of the week's stress, everything that I had kind of been carrying from everybody was just melted away. We went pretty hard in the gym this week too, and
Oh, yeah.
all my little aches and pains or anything were just completely gone. And I woke up today feeling so well rested and just ready to go. I highly recommend it. It is so good for sleep, body recovery, stress, anxiety. You guys definitely need to try it.
Nice. So what's like and I don't need a lot of details, but just what's kind of the science behind what's actually happening? So you're in this chamber, there's no sound, no light, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah, so it's a chamber.
So you're not using a lot of your senses basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I first got in there, I did have music, and I picked a room that had like these little stars on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And he recommended that because it was my very first time, just to get relaxed and not feel too like claustrophobic in there, like in the complete dark. But about halfway through, I decided to turn off the lights, and that changed everything. Dude, your body just feels like you are floating on a cloud. I can't even explain it. It's like you're in your mother's womb or something, like just completely I didn't know where I was in that little chamber. I felt like I was like floating down a stream or kind of spinning around. It was wild.
Nice.
It was really great and relaxing.
Dude, I'm interested in trying it out, and I think like what I'll do is I'm gonna try it out next weekend, and then our viewers, well, I say our viewers, our homies, are gonna have a better understanding of what's going on, because you're making like, you know how you're making sense, but then you're making nonsense like white people nonsense, and then I'm gonna make some sense, and I'm gonna make like brown people nonsense. So between the two senses that we're making, they can put it together
Yes,
and
they
have a
can.
good idea. Because like you have a different type of nonsense, and I have a different type of nonsense, and you have a different type of sense, and I have a different type of sense. But my sense is different than your sense. So as
Right.
long as you're gonna do a little bit of nonsense and a little bit of sense, and then me and a little bit of nonsense and a little bit of sense, they can put your sense and my sense together.
And then you have one sense.
One sense.
One whole sense.
So then, in about 5 episodes, they'll know what this float thing is all about.
Yes.
But it's fucking awesome.
It
right?
is really great. It's just like another form of self-care. Like, take that time for yourself, you know?
Hell yeah, dude. I want to touch on this topic, what you said about like what you noticed about how the clients were a little negative and stuff. So now understand the setting for it too. We can actually relate this to what we were talking about in the first episode about people are trying too hard to like look a certain way, but not about how they feel, right?
Right.
So you were talking about how they have different negative views on what they look like and all that stuff, self-esteem.
Yes.
So, and they want to change that. So look what they're doing. I mean, and again, I'm not saying that's 100% it, but that's a big chunk of it, right? So they lack self-esteem, and they're struggling with when. Let's start again. So I'm trying to fucking be more politically
Your brain
correct
is
and
working
stuff.
faster than your mouth.
Exactly. Well, it could be the other way around. If your mouth is working faster than your brain, now you're just
That's
talking.
trouble.
Yeah, right. So when somebody is unhappy about what with the way they look, there's some insecurities that go around with it. There's stress. Your cortisol level is high and all that stuff. So the whole episode, the last episode we talked about, when that is going on, when you're unhappy with the way you look, you should first start figuring out how to change how you feel. You should focus on how you feel, not how you look. Because, like I said, if look is the primary purpose, then you will forget about how you're feeling inside, health-wise, mentally, in your soul. So these females, they're like, all right, we don't look the way we want to look. So what we will do, we will only focus on changing the way we look by going to a hairstylist and all that stuff. And that's literally proof that it's not helping, because they're in their chair still being fucking negative.
Right.
You can change your hair. You can put eyelash. And I'm not saying don't do that, bro. I shave my head twice a fucking day to look shiny as fucking fuck. Like maybe I'm spending more time than some girls doing their hair because I shave that much. Sometimes I shave 3 times a day. I want that motherfucker shining, but that's not my primary focus. The first thing I need to fix is my health.
Right.
Does that make sense? So like they will keep going to that chair over and over again, and you can give them the perfect haircut. They can have the perfect nails. I mean, same thing. The girls can come to me. I can make their butt a little bit bigger, stomach a little bit tighter. But you're always going to be in that mindset of I'm not good enough, right? So you gotta start by appreciating every single thing you have in life, what you are, what you look like, what you have, who likes you. Be comfortable with it, and then try to do something better. Try to like change the way you feel. Hey, I want to have more energy. I want my joints to be healthy. I want to be able to run and jump with my kids. All right? If you're stronger, if you're faster, if you're mentally healthy, if you're not stressed out about what you're eating, if you're putting less shit in your body that you shouldn't, less toxins, less garbage, less junk food, less alcohol, less drugs, dude, once you've done all that across the board, the body's gonna look good enough, right? Now, if I tell you somebody's healthy, they have a lot of energy levels, they're strong as fuck, they're fast, their joints are feeling good, they have a good amount of mobility, so it's easy to squat, deadlift, and all that stuff, no shoulder issues. Now, if you imagine this person does not look like a weakling or a chunky butt. They're looking healthy. But if I tell you that this person has shredded abs and nice glutes and toned arms, I hate that fucking word, toned arms, and I'm like, is that person healthy? You'll be like, yeah. Nah, dude, they could be in a complete calorie deficit, working out 6, 7 days a week on anabolic steroids. Their body might be dying inside, and they're doing all this stuff, overtraining, damaging their body with drugs, low calorie diet. You could be
Alcohol.
malnourished. Oh, what was that?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, all that stuff. But just because you look like you're shredded does not mean that you're healthy on the inside. So, yeah, maybe that's what you were kind of feeling when
I
you were getting that negativity from the clients and all that stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think that was definitely part of it. But also with the whole beauty industry, there is a part of it that you could say is a form of self-expression, right? So I don't want to completely bash the beauty industry. I like to put my eyelashes on and have my hair look nice because it makes me feel good, right? But you're right, that doesn't cure everything on the inside of me. So something I noticed when I started working out, you know, it's taken me 4 years to get to this point where I'm at now, almost 4 years of my weight loss journey, through all the different things I tried, all the things that worked, all the things that failed.
And sorry to interrupt you. What explain this point?
This point, so now I have a workout routine. I've been doing with you working out training for almost a year now. My discipline is on point. Like, I rarely miss a day at the gym. Like, I make sure I get up and I do that for myself. And after all this time, I realize that there is nothing that can tell me that I'm not good enough anymore after all that work I've put in. I'm not going to have Instagram or some dude I went on a date with that said I wasn't good enough tell me that I'm not good enough. Like, I have put so much work into this. So that's one way to look at it. You know, I find that to be a good way to just kind of gauge things, you know?
Dude, that's really interesting that you pointed out. I want to kind of streamline it in words, which is weird for me because I go all over the place. So,
Good luck.
so I have actually struggled with helping clients change their thinking when it comes to getting results. Whenever somebody makes progress, they're like, oh, I'm like, hey, you're making some progress, you're doing good, you're getting stronger, and they're always like, oh, I'm getting there, oh, I need have more work to do, and this and that. And I see clients and people in general always making progress in all areas in life. They're making a little bit more money, and I was doing this too. Let's say they'll lose a little bit of body fat, they'll get stronger, they'll change their job, and blah 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 blah. But they're still looking for that next thing. They're still like not happy because they have this one sight in mind, and until they get there, they're not gonna be happy. And let me tell you this, you will get there and you still won't be happy because now you'll be chasing something else. So, what I got from what you said is, as long as you're trying your 100%, all right? You're showing up to the gym. You know you're not fucking around with your diet. You're not drinking alcohol. You're not doing drugs. You're sleeping properly. You've taken every single thing and dialed it in so you can get the fastest results.
Right.
Now it does not fucking matter where you end up in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, because you know that is your maximum effort,
Right.
right?
That is the best you can be, the best you can do.
So if you're starting to get like, if you're bitching out, if you're feeling bad about like how fast the progress is, just ask yourself this question: is this your best? Is this the most disciplined you are with your diet, with your training, with your consistency? If the answer is yes, just chill. But if the answer is no, then that stress that you have, it's not because your conscious and your subconscious, it's your mind, you're basically your mind telling you, it's not telling you that you're not happy because you haven't achieved what you need to achieve. It's telling you you're unhappy because you know that that's not your best. You know that you shouldn't have been drinking a Saturday night. So when the clients come in and they're like, "Oh, I'm not really happy with the results," or like, "I'm not gonna be happy until I get there," the problem isn't that. You know that you fuck around on the weekend. You know you're not dialing in your diet. That's what I hear. Nobody's like not satisfied with the progress. Even a little bit of progress goes a long way. The reason why you're not satisfied with the progress is because you know that progress could have been way more if you
Exactly.
started giving more of a shit.
Yes. And another thing I kind of want to touch on too is, with I've been really kind of drilling my clients about body image and stuff, seeing where they're at. And, I have a large range of ages of women. I have teenagers who come in and tell me they feel like they've been looking at Instagram, seeing how they should look since they were 12. I have 70-year-olds who come in and they're upset because of how their face looks or how they don't lose weight the way they used to. I remember my grandma being 92, 93 years old telling me like, "Oh, I'm so happy I've lost, 5 to 10 pounds." And I'm like, "Grandma, like you're 92. Like
Isn't
that
that
means you're dying. Like that's not something to celebrate right now." Like, but she was always so focused on that. It gets ingrained in our heads. It's a generational
That's
thing
how
too.
powerful this shit is, dude.
Yes.
That a 95-year-old and a 14-year-old,
Uh-huh.
like, they're worried about their weight.
And it's all different through the generations. My grandma, I'm sure in her generation it was like they had to be thin. They didn't want to look fit. They just wanted to be thin. They wanted an hourglass figure. Then you move on to like people who were thriving in the 80s. Like they also probably wanted to look like, I don't want to be rude, but like cokeheads, like just totally thin, like Model S.
You worry about being rude to cokeheads? Some cokehead is gonna be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they judged me." Well,
Oh my gosh.
cokeheads,
Sorry, cokeheads.
fuck you.
And then you look at our beauty standards today and it's like, okay, now we all want to look like Kardashians with big old booties. But if you ask my grandma what she thought about the Kardashians, she would say they all have diaper asses. And, it's completely different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there's no point in chasing what these beauty standards are because they're going to change. And what are these girls with the fake asses going to look like in 30 years? What is that ass going to look like? Like, no offense, I'm sorry if you have a fake ass, but it's just something to take into consideration. You have to just love yourself, be the best you can be, and fuck what everybody else says. Fuck what Instagram says. Fuck what society says. Because
Yep.
it doesn't even matter. It's going to change in 10 to 20 years.
Mhm.
And then what? You're going to be 60 years old like, "Oh my god, I wish my ass was fatter."
Mhm. Dude,
That's not healthy.
I mean, I can explain what's gonna happen, and before I
Let's hear
continue,
it.
if I say something negative about somebody with a fake ass, I mean all the offense. Like, take all the offense. If you want to get offended, like, yeah, I am talking shit about you because you guys took the easy way out and what you did was fucking stupid. This is how it fucking works. So, the way that surgery works is you're going to take fat cells in the fucking area that you don't want fat, like your belly and other shit, and you're going to inject it in your ass. All right? So, the reason why you ended up with a small booty and a lot of fat around the areas like your stomach and shit and your fucking face and your arm, is because you have a shit diet and a shit lifestyle, right? So because of your shitty diet and your shitty lifestyle, without when I say lifestyle, I'm like it could take into consideration what your everyday activity is and whatever workouts you are and are or aren't doing, right? So that's your lifestyle. So if you're sloppy in both, over time your body is pissing away muscle because you're not really using it and adding body fat because your metabolism is slow, you're lazy, you don't really do any physical activities, and the body is packing on fat. So that process is not going to stop by you pulling the fat out. So you're in this position where over time your body is losing muscle and building fat, which is why you look like shit. So now you're going to go to the doctor, you're going to take that fat out, and you're going to put it in your ass, and you're going to look good for a little bit. Now that process is still happening. So that you haven't fixed anything. You basically like touched your shit up for just a little bit. So now as time goes by, your legs, the muscles are going to get even smaller and the body fat is going to come back. Now your legs are smaller and softer and your joints are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So you're going to have knee problems and now you have this big old fucking ass with hockey sticks right next to it. So over time what's going to happen, your ass is going to get a little bit more saggier and less perky because that muscle that was underneath that butt that you didn't develop, because you don't get a big round butt from having fat in there. There's muscle, which is why it takes 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to build a solid ass. You just push in a little bit of fat in there, but over time it's going to sag because the muscle goes away more and the fat is going to metabolize or increase, so it's just going to get bigger and weirder and saggier. So nobody actually knows the long-term effects of this.
Right.
So you might fix your shit for like a few months, but over time the fat is going to come right back. The muscle is going to get go away more. So you're going to be smaller, softer, saggier, weaker, have more health issues, joint problems, your cortisol levels. I mean, shit, you could get become diabetic.
Wow.
But you will look a little smaller, but all that fat is going to come back, and you will look worse off than you actually started.
And how much did that cost them? You know, think about just the procedure, the time they had to take off from work. You know, like that's a lot of money and a lot of time. Like you're putting into something like that isn't even going to give you a good, long-lasting result for the rest of your life.
It's like all these results, plastic surgery, fucking 8-week fucking transformations. It's like drug money, right? I know a bunch of people who used to be drug dealers. Dealers. None of them have their money still. None of them. Easy come, easy go, bro.
Yeah.
It's always the fucking case. If you want permanent results, it has to be fucking long term. Like it's, I can't believe like this just started in the last like year or so, right?
With the
whole BBL bullshit, because there's
I think it's been a little longer than that, but
Yeah.
I think they're becoming more common.
yeah.
And, you know, us living in San Diego, it's very easy for these girls to hop the border and friggin' go get, you know, a cheaper procedure done in Mexico.
Do you know how high of a rate of like death is when it comes to BBL? Like
I
it's a
don't know. I wish I did.
It's a very high percentage or something. Like you can look at it. It's just like 1 out of 10 or some shit.
That is crazy.
Because what happens is you have to inject the fat in a certain area, and what these doctors have been doing, like just recently I saw like some 18-year-old died or something, because if you hit it in an artery or in a
Oh
vein
my
or something,
gosh.
the fat goes inside and you get a stroke instantly. So it's like one of the most dangerous fucking surgeries.
That's just so not worth it. Like, just go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, is the gym going to be more painful than that experience?
But like, dude, like the whole thing is it's them being impatient, you know. That's what
Right.
the fitness industry has done. You have all these like 3-month, 4-week fucking transformations. Like, who's gonna fucking put in that much effort?
Yeah.
You know.
And here's the thing too, like when you're starting your journey and you're dialing in your training program and your diet, like you kind of need to go through all these things to see what works and what doesn't. It's gonna take time, and you're gonna grow from every single step of that. Why would you want to rush that process? Because it's going to transform you in so many ways other than just physically. It's going to change your mind. It's going to change your whole life.
Yeah. Well, this is why we're doing the podcast, you know,
Right.
because like I don't think anybody actually approaches this like this anymore. Like even
No.
like the fuck. I have another guy like hitting me up right now. Oh, let's get started. I want to do this, and I just haven't even fucking responded and given two thoughts into training him. Is because he just wants to get started so he can get laid.
Right.
There's this fucking
So let's open that topic a little bit, because I did want to ask you male insecurities. You know, we kind of got my woman perspective over here with my female clients. Tell us what it's like from a man's perspective going through a journey like this.
exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same.
Men are actually bigger pussies. Way bigger fucking pussies, dude.
You heard it here.
Dude, I almost like fucking, like, it's weird and sexist, but like, I almost, like, I prefer female clients. I swear to God, I prefer female clients because we can go deep into it, but like, I haven't really put in too much thought into why it's happening. I have an idea. But, so, the way my Instagram is, the way I hold myself, the way I do consultations, the tats and all that stuff, the way I talk, I'm not an attractive trainer. I don't attract that crowd from females who just want to fucking get a nice little booty so they can go and shake it out in the clubs and just feel sexy and all that stuff, dude. I don't, because like when they come over here, they don't click with me. I don't click with that vibe. You know, I don't feed into it. I'm not really into like fucking girls, like not into as in sexually, just like
You don't click with them.
I just
yeah.
don't click with them, bro. I wish I had a better vocabulary than this, but with the girls who are just going there and shaking their asses, and to each their own. It's just not my vibe. I've never into it. I am not able to have a conversation with people like that. I just don't relate with them. So that crowd doesn't really click with me, so they're not coming in. So the girls who actually come, the females, women, ladies who actually, or I call them big boys or monsters, who come into me, they're actually wanting to do something better for themselves. They're not coming here like, oh, I'll get in shape and I can get laid, or I'll find a man or this. Like, hey, I want to improve my life. Maybe they're going through a breakup, maybe a fucking divorce, or maybe mental health issues or depression or anything. Or they're like, all right, I just want some positive change. All right. And they come to me, and I see how much more this is to them than just fucking changing the way they look. They want to grow. They get stronger mentally, physically. Once they come to the gym and they realize they're lifting shit that they never thought they would be able to lift, all these girls who they look up to are cheering them on. So they build their confidence, and they're going to go into life stand up for themselves. They're not going to let their significant other fucking take advantage of them, or they're not going to let their boss and all that stuff. It's just all like it's a really big improvement in their lives. They
Yeah.
really cherish it.
It's very complex, like all of the areas of your life that it does affect.
Yeah, and then exactly, and I want to be a part of that, you know? That's why I stopped what I was doing earlier, which was waiting tables. When I was waiting tables, I was really good at what I did. I made money, but I'm like, like, what am I doing? After all this effort, I'm just helping people decide what the fuck they're gonna put in their mouth. So, you know, I don't want to be just that guy who's just helping people get in shape just so they can feel better at that one event. I want their lives to change. You know, to like at least 2 or 3 times a week, I get one of my clients tell me that they love me and how much I've changed their lives. And in turn, I want to keep doing this. I want to be a better coach. I want to be a better person, because these guys have so much trust in me. These guys are getting so much from me that I owe them the best version of myself. You know,
I love that.
I get my shit dialed in, so I feel worthy of the respect that they're giving me. Sometimes I
Yeah.
get so much love and respect from them, and my mind tells me, Mo, fucking, they look up to you so much. They're telling me you that you're that awesome of a coach, this awesome of a coach, but you don't think that because you're getting fucked up on the weekends. You're eating like shit. You're not as dialed in as you should. So I start making changes so I earn that respect.
Hmm.
This is what I get from my female clients. Guys come in and are like, "Oh, bro, I just want to look like you because fucking so I can get laid." Hey, let me tell all the guys who want to come with me and train. I look like a fucking Greek god. Yes, this physique has never, ever, ever, ever gotten me laid. Ever. If you're fucking working out to get laid, it's not gonna happen. You're not getting laid is because your game sucks or you just fucking maybe a bad conversationalist. Look, so I got really Jack City, right? But I'm really bad at hitting on girls. Now, if I really, really wanted, if your goal is just to get laid, bro, you can do that without fucking working out. Don't come waste my fucking time. Like, just fucking go and get laid right now, and don't come over here. Just like like just I want to get abs. Why do you want to get abs? You don't like guys come in and they literally look fucking 20 years older than they are. Just sloppy, fucking face just withered away, walking around hunched up and fucking no fucking ass. They probably can't even fuck and they're like, "Oh, I want to get abs." I'm like, "Bro, if I get you abs, a girl still wouldn't want to fuck you, bro. Look at you. You don't even look like a man. Stand upright. Pull those fucking shoulders back. You should at least be able to squat more than the fucking girl that you're dating." And my girls squat between 150 and 200 pounds. Some of them over 200 fucking pounds, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. Worry about your joints. Worry about your glutes. Be strong. I mean, if you're walking down the fucking street, if a guy grabs your girl's ass, you should be in a position to fucking uh, at least fucking stand up for her. What are those abs you're gonna do when somebody else is touching your girl's booty? Fuck.
I have to say, as a woman, I do feel like I would like to find a partner who I know could protect me if something happened, that is just kind of ingrained in us, I think, like to feel like you have a protector.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when people say something like that, like social media and Hollywood makes you think that, oh, oh, you just want to feel protected, you want a big strong man, like this is 2022, shit like that doesn't happen. Dude, this shit happens all the fucking time.
It literally does.
All the fucking time. The cops aren't gonna fucking come help you because they're not there all the fucking time. Dude, every once in a while you're going to the grocery store, you're going around downtown, PB, whatever. Shit's gonna happen where you're gonna have to at least stand up for your girl. And every single time you don't, she is losing respect for you whether she says it or not. There's no matter how much a girl says, "Oh, I don't want a big fucking strong man," they'll date a fucking beta male bitch, but they're fucking a big strong man on the side. I'm going off topic, but yeah.
No, you're staying on topic. That's good. I forgot what I was going to add to that. I should have written it down in my handy little notebook. But I do want to touch on your female clients. I have to say, these women are incredible. I feel inspired by every single one of them. And we're all at varying levels of fitness. But I come here every, 4 times a week, and I'm around these women, and we lift each other up, and they're just badass bitches. Like, it's such a good feeling.
And dude,
to see that, see their growth and congratulate them. And we're all appreciative of each other and our different talents. And it's just a beautiful thing.
and it's really awesome that you're pointing this out, that this thing that you're saying, like they're really badass bitches and it's fucking, the vibe is awesome. Now, most of these girls that you started training with me, had been with me for at least minimum 8 months to a year. Like some of them like 2 years into it before you even started.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're seeing is something that we built.
Yes.
I wasn't even this guy when they started with me. I wasn't. I didn't go around like fucking swinging my dick saying that I'm fucking number one, I'm the fucking shit and all that stuff. I was like fucking, like the confidence level weren't there. Like Cynthia, Dude, she wouldn't even talk to anybody. Sabrina wouldn't talk to anybody, dude.
That's so hard to believe. If
d-
you knew these girls now, like they're just rays of sunshine.
Bro, I would barely fucking talk to person. I would be shy.
Yeah.
But dude, it's just
It's
grinding it out and proving to yourself how good you are.
right.
Dude, Cynthia, it took me 4, 5, 6 months for her to squat just the bar. And 2.5 years later, she was lifting more than everybody in that fucking group.
Yeah.
As she started getting stronger, dude, she would come over here. We're talking about this girl who the first day, 2 years ago, when she walked into this gym, I introduced her to somebody and she ran away, hid in the corner, and she told me, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I don't like being introduced to people. I just don't like being the center of attention." I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking amazing." So a couple of months later, when it was her birthday, she walks in. I made the entire gym sing "Happy Birthday." She ran away, teared up, and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna expose you to more and more and more." And now this bitch is picking on my clients who come in for the first time, harassing people. Dude, it
No,
just
Cynthia comes in the
oozing
cutest little
confidence.
outfits, and she
Oozing
dances
confidence.
every workout, and it's just like I just said the other day. It wouldn't be Friday if Cynthia wasn't here dancing this morning. Like,
Yeah,
she's so bright and lovely.
yeah, and it's her, not just her. Sabrina, Christine has always been alpha as fuck. Now she's more fucking alpha. You, dude. So, like, dude, like, and that's why how I became cocky. And I told all my clients, dude, I wasn't this cocky. If you want me to stop being cocky, just stop being this awesome. Like when I see you, when I see what this program is doing, you're getting happier, stronger. You're coming in and motivating more people, dude. Out of all the motherfuckers, you were my first fucking before and after that fucking jamming, and then I'm like, hell yeah, I actually am the fucking shit. Another one, another one, another one. Shredded DJ Khaled, another one. Fucking,
Shredded DJ Khaled.
fucking, yeah, you know. And so, long story short, dude, like that confidence that you're seeing from those girls, from me, we built it. That's what we're here to build. So when the guy comes in, I want to get shred and abs and like fucking be more attracted to females. I'm like, I don't care. Fuck all that noise, bro. I want to be you to be a better brother, husband, son.
Yes.
I want you to go outside and motivate other people. Let's say I get you shred and you go fucking take advantage of some girl, have sex with her, and then don't call her back. That's why I'm giving you these super powers. Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I want you guys, I don't care if you're a girl or a guy. After you spend 6 months with me, I want you to be happier. I want
it'll
me to be
happen.
happier because I spent 6 months with you. If I train you and you come back and you just fucking tell me you're doing this bullshit, that bullshit, fucking around here, having sex with this person, taking advantage of this person, and just fucking bullshit and being a overall piece of shit, fucking self-obsessed, self-absorbed human being, I don't want that fucking vibe around me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's coming from a female or a male or a donkey.
Yeah, we're literally shifting into better human beings. Like, you can't avoid it. You know, we put in so much discipline into this, and you know what? I want to also talk about that because I also want to say that it's not hard. Like, I always thought that this was gonna have to be some super difficult thing to do. I'd have to kill myself working out. You know, it just felt so overwhelming to even start. But like now that I see what it really takes, we work out for an hour 3 to 4 times a week. We have fun doing it. Like, I have a great time when I come here. I never feel like I'm gonna die. Like, I don't know, it's probably Mo's amazing training program.
Yes.
But I never feel like I'm so in pain or tired that I can't come back. And so it really, if you find the right thing for you, it really isn't as hard as you think it's going to be. You just got to show up every day. Show up for yourself. Just like you would, like, I remember it was my birthday weekend, and I had taken a day off work, and I was going to come in and work out for my birthday. And I woke up a little late, and I was like, oh, God, I just want to stay in bed. It's my birthday. But then I thought to myself, like, if I was late to work, I would not just be like, oh, well, I'm just tired. I'm going to stay in bed and, like, not go do my client's hair. Like, hell no, I'm not going to do that to myself. I better treat myself as good as I would treat anybody else. I better get up and do this workout. So I did, and I came in late, and I fucking did it. Still,
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like, and I'm gonna add on to that. I use this all the time. So when you're sleeping on Sunday, or you want to sleep in on a fucking Saturday, or you don't want to go work out, I'm like, look, 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. Most of you have a job. You get up in the morning for some bitch that you won't want to fucking get up for, and you show up because you have to. Because you have a fucking boss who's gonna tell you that, hey, oh, you didn't show up. You have to. You lose your job, you get fucking, or fucking, get suspended, whatever. You wake up 5 to 6 days a week so for some asshole. All right? So twice a week on Saturdays and Sundays, that's your day for you. And you're gonna sleep in on you. All right? When you're drunk at night, you still wake up in the morning and you go to work hungover because, oh, God forbid, you don't go in there for your boss or the person who fuck is writing your paycheck. But when it's time to get up for you, you're like, ah, fuck it.
yeah, why?
You're less important to yourself than you are to your boss.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense, bro. Sunday is your day. Saturday is your day, right? Start it at 6 in the morning. Do as much as you can for your fucking self, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
you just gotta show up.
Dude, that's, and about what you were saying about it's not really hard. So I've designed it that way because I want you guys to come work out. And I've said this before. I don't buy that concept that I hate going to the gym, but I know it's good for me. Dude, if you hate it, it's probably not fucking good for you. You shouldn't be doing anything that you hate, right? So there's this doctor, I don't know his name, so he created a chart and he talked about the flow. So you got to work out in the flow. So let's say this is the y-axis, x-axis. So there's one line here and then one line here. So this is too high. So it's talking about intensity. This is too hard of a workout, and this is too easy of a workout. So let's say you come in and I make the workout so hard, it's so intense that you're just hating it within the first 5-10 minutes, and now I drag that thing for an hour. Now that's too much. Now the other extreme of that is the workout's too easy. And you're like, oh, fuck, I'm not really doing much. Now, somewhere in between those two lines, there's this line that kind of goes in the middle. And that's called the flow. So those workouts that we do, which is pretty much every workout with me, and the whole hour goes by and you're like, oh, what happened? It's already over. Mm-hmm. Because it was intense enough that you were challenged and you weren't bored and you were excited. You felt good. But it wasn't too intense that you were hating it. So that's called the flow. So you got to work out in the flow, right?
I love that.
Which is how this conversation is right here. We're just flowing. It's not, we didn't have to like, oh, we got to get these fucking topics done or we're just like fucking dragging ass. We're just enjoyable and just so we can just keep continuing and not focus on how hard or how easy it is. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of sort of how my programming works. And that's how because I'd rather, so everything is dialed in, but I'd rather give up a little bit of the effectiveness of the workout. Like I don't mind making the workout 10, 15%, 20% less effective and making it 50% more enjoyable. Because that enjoyable part is going to keep a person more disciplined. Mm-hmm. Because let's say you get 100% workouts, but you hated them so much that you're not going to come in for the other 2. But if I gave you 2 workouts at 80% that you really, really fucking liked, now you're going to come back for the other 2. And now you got 4 workouts at 80% rather than 2 workouts at 100%.
Yeah. Math,
bitches.
He's good at it.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, let's... we were going to go over your program on this podcast, but we'll do it on another one. You motherfuckers are going to be watching anyways, right? We're going to be doing this. Are you nice people?
Yes, these lovely humans.
All right. So let's create some sort of a structure to this. All right? So I got this shit, bro. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show these people how our brain works. So you started with the negativity of your clients. Then We talked about why that's the case. Then we talked about how you should fucking fix it. Then we talked about male versus female clients. And then we wrapped up the solution.
Solid. It's almost like we know what we're doing or something.
Yeah. You want to go through this? I'm going to fucking crush this. All right. Check this
Go.
out. So we started off with how some of your clients, a lot of them, were being a little bit negative about how they felt about themselves and all that stuff, what they look like, and how they feel. So they started by changing the physical appearance and obviously maybe that's just a part of their routine, but they're focusing on that. They're like, all right, I'm gonna check my hair, my face, and that all goes into the BBLs, my butt, and all that stuff because I'm just gonna change the physical part. But what's wrong is the internal part, right? And that can relate to with how the male and females are approaching this thing. That's why I'm drawn to more female clients because my male clients are acting like a bunch of bitches just like your clients over there because your clients are coming to you just to change their physical appearance.
Yeah.
Male clients are coming to me, just most of them, just to change their physical appearance. But I'm drawn to the females more who are trying to change their inside. And the inside can be changed without starting a workout program and needs to change before you start a workout program.
Yeah. I mean, the sooner you can do that, the better.
Yeah, you have to understand, hey, I'm doing this to be a better me. Right? I'm already okay the way I look. Right? If I'm with a husband who's not appreciating me, doesn't find me attractive, making me feel not sexy, that should change from his end first. You should always feel sexy around your husband. He should always be doing that. Yes, you will be sexier after you change your diet and your strength and start following a workout regimen. But that whole insecurity that I'm not worthy needs to change first. All right? You are worthy because now, dude, the moment you make a decision that I'm going to go to the gym and do something about it, those insecurities should be gone.
Yeah.
Because if you're not doing anything about it, that's the problem. You already made a decision to do something about it. Now stop worrying about it. Now we're just starting the fucking journey. So here, if you're going and getting a BBL done, or you're getting a fucking, your lips fucking done, getting a tit job, you're just the same and you're going to have the same misery in your head as going to the gym for purely just to change the way you look. Right?
Absolutely.
So to wrap it up, what I think we should do is go into and that's what the whole fucking discussion is, start to be a better you. I'm going to feel more confident. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do something. I'm going to learn that after putting time, effort, money, and consistency into anything, I can change it. Once you get to the gym and you see that barbell turning into 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, you're like, hey, it was hard. It took me a long time. I had to put some money aside. I had to cut down on my drinking. I had to get some people out of my life. But I was able to put time, effort, and energy and improve something in my body, in my strength, right? I built more muscle. So now I can put that same thing into anything. Anything. You want to be make more money, you want to be a better husband, shit, you want to play the guitar a little bit better and be more gay, like whatever. So but I mean, how did I do? Pretty good,
That
right?
was great, yeah. And I want to add to that too, that once you start that, like, you're not going to be able to stop. Like, you get a little, just take one step, just one little step, and you will get that momentum going. You're not going to be able to stop, and you will see how that discipline just overflows into every aspect of your life.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
think we did pretty good.
I think so too.
So yeah, so work out for a higher purpose.
Yeah,
Be a
that's
better
great.
you.
Work out for a higher purpose.
Exactly. Because like I said, dude, women, will be attracted if I mean, and actually, you know what? I want to make this point. So, people who are changing themselves to be attractive to the opposite sex, right? So, let's look at this. Well, let's look at the guy's perspective first, because I don't want females to be like, "Oh my god, you just picking us." Right? Let's look at the guy's perspective, because look, the males are being just as big of bitches as females about this, right? So let's say a guy comes, "Oh, I can't get laid, I'll get abs." What kind of woman are you gonna fucking find? Like, if you just want to fuck somebody, then just fuck off. You're not this. This isn't for you. But you're trying to find a partner, right? A girlfriend, someone who's gonna be the mother of your kids. If you're just trying to get laid, and then just get out of here. Like, I don't train people to get laid. I mean, so anyways, you're trying to attract the opposite sex. Now you think a girl just getting abs, that's what she's gonna get attracted to. What kind of superficial dumb person are you like? Do you want to hang out with that girl? Like, imagine she just approached you because she saw your abs and you're shredded. She knows nothing about your personality. I mean, what are you going to talk about? Let's say she just thinks like, "Oh, he has abs, he wants to fucking talk about meal prepping all fucking day." Like, is that your thing?
No.
Like, what if she's gonna talk to you about which happy hour is the best? Like, if that's your thing, if that's your shallow shit. But like, now let's say you're looking for a girlfriend who you want to marry and be the mother of your kids. This girl is attracted to guys with abs. She just goes and approaches or just clicks with any guy who has abs.
That sounds crazy.
Right? And she sucked a bunch of fucking dicks that are attached to guys who have abs. Now, like this is what you want, and for the girl, like, you're gonna put a bunch of fucking shit in your ass, big old fucking cheekies, and like fucking going around with your hair pulled back, your eyebrows down, your lips like this. What kind of guy are you gonna attract? Like, which guy? The guy who just wants this perfect looking girl next to her,
Yes.
so he can show his guys. Like,
Exactly.
does he know how you feel? Is he gonna fucking care about if you're going through some shit, somebody passes away, or I don't know, fucking
Yeah.
he's gonna
Life.
sit down and have a conversation with you. Is he gonna open the fucking car door for you? Like seriously, like, if
No, you're
if
right.
you're just gonna figure out like, this is what I look like, and this is what all he's gonna get from me. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, what do you know about a person from the way they look? Like, I get hit on by girls when I'm out, and they ask me for that number or something like that, and my answer is, what makes you think you want to date me? Like, what makes you think that you should give me the opportunity of having an hour of your time? Like, you just looked at me right here, like, "Oh, this guy's shredded, fucking has tattoos, must be a cool guy." What if I'm a rapist?
Oh my
What if I
God.
have mental issues? What if the first time we hang out, you come to my place and I slip something in your fucking drink? You know absolutely nothing about me. What if I'm an emotional mess? What if I'm this weird, selfish guy that you hang out with one time, and now when you're out with your friends, he's messaging you and finding out where you are? Like, seriously, think about it.
Right.
So, fuck.
Stop judging people on their looks.
Stop judging people on their looks. Stop trying to change yourself in order to achieve something physically, because you're not going to achieve it. If you want to find a wife, you can do it without changing the way you look. If you want to find a husband, you can do it without changing the way you look. You want a certain job, you want to have friends. Dude, the change that happens in your body is just a bonus. You want to work out to be a better you. Healthier, bigger, stronger, faster, better joints, and all that stuff.
And happier.
And once you have all that, if you're healthier, you have more energy, you have better joints, you feel better about yourself, you have more confidence because you're doing shit in the gym that you didn't think was possible. That stuff, that is fucking powerful. That is fucking attractive. That's what somebody is going to fall in love with.
Yes. I agree.
So,
Bada boom, bada bing.
we
That's
did
where we're
pretty
going to
good.
end it, I guess.
Yeah, and then next time we'll talk about your fitness program and we'll start on there. But I think we did pretty good.
Yeah. I love
Good
it.
shit.
All
If
right.
this motherfucker didn't record, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. All right,
It better have.
I'm gonna go around over there and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, you want to take a video of me doing that or how we set it up?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, it recorded.